Okay, let's be real for a second. Does the modern job search feel like you're just shouting into a void? Yeah, you're not alone. But here's the thing. What if the problem isn't you? What if the playbook everyone gave you is just wrong? Today, we're going to tear that old playbook up. We're giving you a new one that uses AI not to replace you, but to give you superpowers, to make you faster, smarter, and way more confident than ever before. Let's dive in.
I know this sounds kind of harsh, but it's the absolute truth. All that traditional advice, it's basically designed to make you fail. Seriously. You know, the whole spend weeks on one perfect application, wait for the perfect job, it's a trap. It ties your entire self-worth to one single yes or no. And that just leads to massive anxiety and, honestly, doing nothing. We're about to flip that whole idea completely on its head.
Yeah, that old way, I call it the perfection trap. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You agonize over one single, flawless application for so long that you end up applying to, well, 0 jobs. The new way? It completely flips the script. It's all about taking massive action. Because here's the secret. Volume creates mastery. And even more important, it actually builds your confidence.
And this really gets to the heart of it. That whole perfection trap thing, it's a classic sign of what the psychologist Carol Dweck calls a fixed mindset. That's the belief that, your talents are what they are and you can't change them. But the playbook we're giving you today, it's all about the growth mindset. It's built on this incredible idea that you can get better at anything. All it takes is practice and effort.
Okay, so enough theory. Let's get practical. How do we actually do this? Well, it all starts with a huge shift in how you even look for jobs. So forget about endlessly scrolling through job boards for hours. We are going to find 50 potential jobs in the next hour. Yeah, you heard me right.
So what's the secret sauce behind this whole strategy? There's this cool psychological idea called self-efficacy from a guy named Albert Bandura. All it means, really, is your belief that you can actually succeed at something. But here's the mind-blowing part. You don't wait to feel confident. Nope. You build confidence by taking action. The more you do something, the more you start to believe deep down that you can do it.
And this is how you build what we call the efficacy engine. Check this out. Every single application you send out, it's not some high-stakes gamble on your future. It's what we call a mastery experience. It's a small win just for doing it. And every response you get back, yeah, even a rejection email, it's not failure. It's just data. You take that data, you learn, you tweak your approach, and you go again. Each little cycle makes you smarter and, you guessed it, more confident.
All right, ready for your first tool? This is literally a copy and paste prompt you can use in any AI like Gemini or ChatGPT. And pay attention to how specific we're getting here. We're not just saying, hey, find me some jobs. We're telling the AI to act like your personal career coach and to dig up those hidden gems, those jobs at smaller companies that don't always show up on the big boards. This is how you get a ton of great leads super fast.
And boom, this is the kind of stuff you get back. It's not just the same old boring roles you see everywhere. It's a whole universe of job titles you probably would have never even thought to search for. I mean, look at that. In just a few minutes, you go from feeling like, ugh, there are no jobs out there, to, okay, which of these 50 am I going to tackle first? That feeling right there, that's a huge, huge psychological win.
Okay, so you've got your massive list of jobs. Awesome. But now, it's time for the next boss battle. I'm talking about the robot gatekeeper. You see, most companies use this software to scan every single resume before a human being even lays eyes on it. So, let's figure out how to beat the bot.
Now listen up, because this is a super important point that almost everyone misses. Your first interview, it's not with a person, it's with a robot. Almost every application gets scanned by something called an applicant tracking system, or ATS for short. And this robot is just scanning, looking for very specific keywords and phrases that it pulls from the job description. Your fancy, beautifully designed resume, it means absolutely nothing if the robot can't find those keywords. You have to beat the machine first.
And here's how you do it in like 30 seconds instead of 3 hours. You take this prompt, you feed the AI the job description, you paste in your resume, and you just ask it to rewrite your bullet points to match. Now, this isn't about making stuff up, okay? It's about translating what you've already done into the exact language the company is using. It is an absolute game changer for customizing your applications when you're sending out a bunch of them.
And just look at the difference. It's night and day. On the left, the before version, responsible for managing social media accounts. Kind of boring, right? It's passive, it's vague. Now look at the after version, cooked up by the AI.
managed and grew 3+ social media channels. It's active, it's specific, it's got numbers, and it's packed with those juicy keywords the robot is looking for, like performance metrics and audience engagement. That's how you get past the gatekeeper.
So you did it. You beat the robot and you landed an interview. That is awesome. But now what? Suddenly the nerves kick in, right? Well, what if you could practice with an AI mirror, something that gives you instant, expert feedback with zero judgment? That's exactly what we're doing next, building that real, unshakable interview confidence.
Okay, this is one of the most powerful little mind tricks you can learn, and it goes right back to that growth mindset. Just add one tiny word to the end of any negative thought, the word yet. So instead of thinking, I'm terrible at interviews, you think, I'm not great at interviews yet. See how that changes everything? It turns what feels like a permanent flaw into just a skill you haven't mastered yet.
So check out this prompt. It basically turns your AI into your own private interview coach, available 24/7. You can use tools that actually talk back to you, like Gemini Live, and have a real back-and-forth conversation. And the magic of this is that it's a completely zero-stakes, no-pressure situation. You can mess up, you can pause for 10 seconds, you can even say, hey, can I try that answer again? You get all the practice and feedback with none of the fear.
And the feedback you get is so good. It's not just going to say, that was bad. It actually teaches you the professional frameworks that interviewers are trained to look for, like this one here, the STAR method. It's a simple way to tell a great story. Lay out the situation, the task, the action you took, and the result. It's like getting free insider training on how to ace an interview.
All right, let's talk about the big one, the hurdle that trips everyone up. That dreaded, you need experience to get experience paradox. It's so frustrating, right? Well, we're going to smash that paradox to pieces by showing you how to build a portfolio that proves you have the skills, job or no job.
This requires a total reframe of what experience even means. Most people think it's something a company gives you on a paycheck. I want you to start seeing experience as something you create for yourself. You do not have to wait for someone's permission to prove you can do the work. All those things you do for fun, your passions, your hobbies, your weird little side projects, that's not just stuff you do. That is a goldmine for your portfolio.
And if you're sitting there thinking, I have no idea where to start, don't worry, we've got a prompt for that. Think of it like a bridge. On one side, you put in the hobby you already love to do. On the other, you put in the professional skill you want to have. The AI then spits out concrete project ideas that connect the two. It literally helps you turn your passion into a potential paycheck.
I mean, look at how powerful this can be. You love video games? Great. That could be a data analysis project. You write fan fiction? That's UX writing experience right there. And once you have an idea, you don't have to get stuck. We've got one last prompt for you. Prompt number 5, the project kickstart. You just tell the AI for that first project idea, what are the first 5 steps? It'll even tell you what free tools you can use. The AI will literally give you the roadmap to get started.
There's this great quote from a story about a barber who was just learning his craft. And guess what? He gave a lot of really bad haircuts before he got good. And that's the whole point, right? Nobody starts out as an expert. You have to be willing to be a beginner. You have to embrace that clueless stage to ever get to the mastery stage. And that brings us to the core mantra of this entire playbook. I really want this to sink in. You have to stop seeing no as a failure. It's not failure. It's training. It's data. It's practice. Every single no you get is just one more rep, one more practice run that's getting you ready for the yes that is absolutely on its way. So let's wrap this all up. What's the playbook? It's 3 simple things. Number 1, mindset. Adopt that growth mindset. And remember that action builds confidence. Number 2, strategy. Use volume. Send out tons of applications to create options and collect data. And number 3, tools. Use AI as your own personal coach to make everything faster and to build your skills.
So there you have it. The entire system is laid out for you. You have the mindset, you have the strategy, you have the tools. The prompts are just sitting there ready for you to copy and paste. The only piece of the puzzle that's left is you. The playbook is right here. The question is, what are you going to do about it?